Where exactly should a defensive midfielder stand? And where should they pass? You probably feel like build-up starts from the defensive midfield area. But when the pressure comes, it feels like you can't do anything, right? Or maybe you think midfield is just a position for ex-players only. Today, I prepared this defensive midfielder content in serious detail. If you watch this video all the way through, at least the way you think about playing as a defensive midfielder will start to look like a trained #6. 1. The role of a defensive midfielder. When I say defensive midfielder, I'm talking about the position that is also called a double pivot, holding midfielder, or central midfielder. To put it simply, this is the player who protects the defensive line in the defensive phase and becomes the starting point of the build-up structure. 1. The core of build-up. A defensive midfielder must have good kicking, ball-keeping ability, and the ability to play out of pressure. In reality, this is a player who has a major influence not only on the result of the match, but also on the overall feel of the game, especially the possession. If the ball cannot be distributed stably from this position, it can give the impression that the team is being pushed back overall. If you have an exceptional attacker among your forwards, and he scores a lot of goals, you may still win on the scoreboard. But if you lose the battle in defensive midfield, you will inevitably lose the game's momentum and atmosphere. 2. The core of box-to-box. That means you have to keep running from our penalty box to the opponent's penalty box. In the end, you need to have good stamina. Whether attacking or defending, you need to help in the numbers battle. And when defending, you especially need to protect the defensive line. Protecting the defensive line means, first of all, helping so that the opposing attacker on the ball does not end up directly facing our center backs. In team sports, there is no advantage greater than numerical superiority. This is a player who has to keep being involved in that numbers battle. In the end, this is a position where both technique and stamina need to be good, but in amateur football, it is really hard to find a player who is good at both.